Here's a guy that had a big win tonight. Blackman coach David Watson joins us on the Gilly Crane hotline. Gilly Crane offers crane rental, construction rigging, special crane rigging, machinery, and equipment moving, and more. Lift up that phone and give us a call on the Gilly Crane hotline. Coach David Watson joins us. Your Blackman Blaze get a win on a sloppy field or sloppy conditions against Coffee County. We were able to watch a little bit of it on video here in the studio, and it looked like your field held up pretty well on video.
It held up outstanding. We're very pleased with how it held up, and already been out there on it just about 15, 20 minutes ago. We got a roller. We're going to roll it just to get any divots that may have popped up back in place, and just waiting on it to dry up and get the real motor on it. But it held up outstanding, and we're really pleased that even the sidelines they come out of it pretty healthy.
Just to go ahead and get some nerd on you right here, some grass nerd. Have you got a Bermuda base, or are you fescue? What is your field made out of?
It's Bermuda.
Okay.
It's Bermuda.
All right. So hopefully you could get some warm weather to kind of spark a little bit of growth to help heal it up. Do you overseed it in the fall?
We haven't. There's been a few times in the past that we have. We didn't last year, and we're pretty fortunate that our field's in the best shape it's been in the last couple of years. It's just taken some time to kind of get it there. Craig Sewell, guy that we've had, his son graduated last year, but he's kind of a grass expert. He really helped us, get it in a good spot. A couple of years ago, we had a real cold winter, and we had a lot of winter kill, and just, when you start thin, it never really grows all the way in like you need it to, but he got that thing before his son graduated looking pretty good, and we're seeing the fruits of his labor now.
This Dennis Weaver and David Watson talking about gardening in your lawn here on Friday Night Thunder. Let's talk some football. Master Teague had a big game, but you had, the Braxton kid had a big game for you, and you were able to play a lot of kids tonight. Talk about some of your good performers for the folks that didn't catch the game tonight.
The conditions limited us. If you've seen us play or been to our games and understand our philosophy, of course we want to be a team that runs the football and is physical, but we really want to spread the football around and take advantage of, some of the guys we have outside and in the slot. And tonight was just one of the situations where, with the wet ball and the drizzle, you weren't going to be able to throw it very effectively. We threw early and had one go off a guy's hands and up in there, and they got an interception off of it, and just not very not a night to really be effective throwing the football. So, that made us run it a little more than probably we want to, and didn't want to, run master every play. We're a one-back offense, so we had to try to find some ways to get some other guys' touches with our jet sweep game, and then even some two-back stuff that we had that we've been working on a little bit. And, we were able to get outside on them quite a bit. It felt like they kind of stacked the box a little bit, played a 7-man box 4-3 look, and we were able to get to the edge on them a little more than probably we had thought we could. But with them stacking it up inside, we were able to use our speed and get several guys going outside.
Dennis Weaver, Eric Keith talking to David Watson about football and turf wars here on the Friday Night Thunder Scoreboard Show. Eric?
All right, I'm going to stick to football on this one. My grass knowledge is minimal at best. Coach Watson, it's Smyrna, I believe. Is it next week? And so they're out of the region, but it's been a pretty one-sided affair over the last several years. But do things change with Smyrna being outside of the region? How you plan for this game?
No, our kids will approach it, as a rivalry game because, Blackman, Smyrna, kind of in the same part of the county. They added in Stewart's Creek a few years ago, and it kind of split. It's kind of right down the middle of the two zones. But Blackman Smyrna's always been a good rivalry. ever since back to 2001, 2002 when Smyrna had Wolke and, Blackman had Rico Turner and some guys. So, I'm glad that we were able to keep that series going, even though they're not in the district anymore, because, the two schools have played for so long, and Smyrna brings a good crowd when they come to our place, and we travel well to their place. And it just made a lot of sense for both schools to continue that rivalry from a financial standpoint and a student body, rivalry standpoint. Those are fun games to coach and play in. Matt does a good job. He's got he's kind of had the same core staff there for a long time, and their philosophy defensively has been very much the same for a great many years. And then, they've evolved offensively to different things, and Steve Williams is a guy that does their offense, and they run some similar stuff to us. They like to, get in the gun, and they want to spread you if they can, but they want to run it if they can. So it'll be a fun game, a good game. They're very well coached. I've had the opportunity to look at them on video already. They're doing some good things. That they lost some seniors from last year and some really good players. Their quarterback signed at MTSU. Their running back went to Old Dominion, I think, is where he ended up. So, they lost some really good kids, but they still are a pretty good team and will give us, a good shot. They're gonna give us their best shot. I know that, and it'll be a fun one.
All right, Coach, we appreciate it as always. Good luck in your preparations for Smyrna in the rivalry game, and we'll talk to you again real soon, okay?
You guys have a good Labor Day, and thanks for having me on.
Thank you. That is David Watson, the head coach for Blackman, here on the Friday Night Thunder Scoreboard Show.